Welcome back to to baking show with masha. Oh god, I'm embarrassed already by myself. I had a pretty terrible week in all aspects possible, and I really didn't appreciate myself. So I thought I would, because I kind of have a day off today from school, give myself a pat on the back by baking myself a cake. I've tried making these lunchbox cakes before. Cue the picture. Didn't work. So I don't kill myself. So I'm gonna do it again. God, I feel like a YouTuber. Strange. I have all my ingredients measured out because I don't want to like frantically do that each time. I'm always like, I'm gonna plan ahead and I'm gonna like, you know, have all my ingredients neatly measured out, and then I always don't do that, and then I'm always like, you know. Also, my skin's really red because I took a really hot shower, and it's like, what? I took a shower like, what? 20 minutes ago. It's still red. I could, hold on. Oh, this is great. I'm in a good mood today because I don't know. Because I don't have school. Having no school just automatically makes everything so much better. Let's do it. Okay. And as I'm baking, I'm going to try and, you know, talk about self-motivation, self-worth, everything self, because I definitely lacked that this week. Okay, so first we have to combine eggs, maple syrup, and sugar in a bowl. Oh wait, I'm gonna show you the ingredients, how I measured them, because it's so neat. Look at that. I really came through this time. I really came through. So why was my week crappy? Let's self-reflect. See, that's also another self thing. First, let me find a bowl, because I can't multitask. No, that's too big of a bowl. You know what? Screw it. Okay, eggs. Aspect number A, school. School was hard this week. I had tests after tests after tests, and they weren't like easy tests. Like, you know, you can have like a quiz and it's like fine, but this was like math test. Math. The subject I thrive in. The subject I remember in 8th grade, I had such bad worries about math. Like, I hated getting tests back, and I could never look at them in class because I knew because the teacher hands out the test. Oh my god, I can't multitask. The teacher hands out the test, and you're like, well, and everyone's like, oh, what did you get? Oh, right, I can have, I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. What is it? 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. Oh, so I could have, that's fine. Let me set the oven to preheat. No, I'm not gonna do that. My hands are too dirty to take the pans out. Anyways, come on, get it out. No, the shelf. Hold on, we're struggling. Smells like fish in this house. Oh, right, because we have fish. Because we have fish for dinner today. That makes sense. What was I saying? The teacher would hand out the test, and everyone would be looking at it, and they always hand it face down, and I could never look at my test because I knew if I had a bad grade, I'd start crying, and I didn't want everyone to see me crying, so I always wait until after class to look at my tests. And I also always had, we had like recess. I had math period 2 last year, and so I'd always have recess after. So I could never look at it in class because I knew that I would start crying if I got a bad grade. Oh my god. The amount of times I've cried over bad grades, not healthy. Anyways, so yeah, I had a math test, and I was also really freaking out about it because so I'm in geometry, right? And so like you get like the rules and everything, but then you like get a problem and it's like impossible to do because you have to construct this random line, and like you end up being like, anyways. I'm so glad I studied because I would have failed that test miserably if I hadn't studied. So, but I also had physics quiz. Physics is a whole other realm of difficulty. Ooh, words. So I just had too many hard tests and like subjects that I get anxious over. That was really satisfying. My sugar's like really hard. I literally have to break it with my hands because it's a rock of sugar. Oh, ooh, strength. Come on, masha. This is what working out is for. God. Oh my god, my hands are hurt so bad. Hold on, last piece. Hold on, this is, oh, I'm dizzy. Why am I dizzy? Oh, my hands like really hurt now. They're so red. They're even redder than my chest right now. Kind of impressive. How is it still, am I sunburned? I didn't go outside. And I wore like sweatshirt over sweatshirt. What is this? What? Did I like burn myself in the shower? I didn't even take that out of a shower. What was I talking about?
Thank you, Masha, for finally returning on topic.
Oh yeah, school was hard. And then I just had also like another whole social dilemma with myself. I don't know, I arrived at a conclusion, so like, a resolution. I've arrived at a resolution, so that's kind of resolved also. And then I had a whole self-crisis. Mostly probably has to do with my period, because I was on my period last week, and like, I was on my period last week, so all of last week and like this week, I've had this really, oh my god. I worry about everything. I don't know if it's hormones or what it was, but I was like overthinking everything, every little thing. The amount of times I like would get into bed and like I'd start worrying about, and I'm like politics, people, self, everything, anything possible that I could be worrying about, I worried. And it's like things that usually are in the back of my mind, but the last 2 weeks they decided to come to the front of my mind. And hold on, let me actually bake the cake. Whisk, combine in a bowl. Whisk over double boiler. Well, the problem is that I have chunks of sugar. We have like a thing. A hammer. Combine with a hammer. It was just things that I usually like, yeah, I'm repeating myself. And it was just such a it's just such like difficult thing, and like I didn't know like how to resolve it, and like breathing wasn't helping to writing it out. It was just like it was there, and it was like constantly bothering me. And I'd really want to, like, for example, I'd be laying in bed and I'd like really want to fall asleep, but I just physically can't because my mind keeps thinking about stuff. See, I did swear there. And I was like so tired. Like there was two sides of me, just like one being really tired and one that was overthinking, and I'd be like so torn between the two, where I keep overthinking and I'm really, really tired and I just want to fall asleep, and like I can't. And like I guess that tension, like the amount of like, I'd just be like, stop thinking already, and I'd be like, oh my god, like really stop racing. So yeah, that was a really fun week. And yeah, and then I just kind of was like so overwhelmed with school, and I was just so tired that I was like, oh. But it's Friday, and tomorrow and next week is a new week, and I'm baking myself a cake. Life could be better. Also, the lighting is really good. This is definitely not the correct way to do a double boiler, but we're winging it because I'm too lazy to change containers and then like having to clean it. Okay, so I put egg. It was 2 eggs, 1 egg yolk, maple syrup. How much? I'm doubling. If I'm doubling, I forgot to double the eggs. We'll be right back. I'd like to talk about my great problem solving skills that I just did. It wasn't whisking up, but as you can see, this bowl is being utilized right now. So I held it up and made the mixer do it. I think I just did something illegal. It's okay. It's really okay. Wow, that was really stressful. So personally, I don't really know where my kind of such bad anxiety stemmed from this week. There's a possibility it was just all hormones. There's a possibility I have no idea what happened. Both sound pretty plausible. What's something that my kind of persistent panic attack made me realize? Nothing except that, I don't know. I'm trying to make this be good because it was like a really weird, tough thing that happened. It's like so weird. It's like never happened to me. Like people are like, yeah, I worry about everything. That's a given in my life. But like to have this kind of consistent worry, I don't know. I think it's because, oh, actually I think I know. I think one of the things I was really worried about this week is for some reason people talking behind my back. usually, like, you know, because I feel like everyone's online and everyone's so separated, you don't really know what's like happening behind the scenes. And it's like, I'm not like the type of person like I care what people think about me.
But then at the same time, I am the type of person that I really hate it when people judge me. And it's not like I try and be the person people want me to be necessarily. Like, I don't, like, you know, that type of thing. I just really don't like to be judged. I don't like to draw attention. Here I am making YouTube video, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Oops. I'd say most of the time I have like moments where I'm like, I don't care what people have to say about me. I'm my own free person. And then I'm like scared to post something because I really think that people will. I don't necessarily. How do I say it? Like maybe it's easier. Like I hate it when I don't know what people think, because I feel like my mind automatically thinks the worst, and I think that people will judge me, or like they'll look at a picture I posted, for example, and they'll be like, she's kind of weird. And I'll be like, I'm doing like, and I like, sometimes I feel like I have a half and half. Like I feel really confident and I want to do what I want to do, and then I'm like, but I just, like, I'm fine with like people not liking what I do, and like I don't care. It's when people like judge me, and like that's, I think, what makes me more scared, because I don't know, like I'm scared to lose people, and I feel like if I do the mildest thing wrong, like I'll immediately lose someone, and it like gives me constant anxiety. Anyways, that was really dark. No, but genuinely, I think talking it out is helping me, because I realize like what are things that I depend on and what are things that I can fix in my life. And like, I mean, like, the biggest step to growth is recognizing your mistakes and recognizing places to grow. So, yay, I'm growing, kind of, I guess. I don't know, I wish I didn't have this constant worry, and like, I don't know how to make it so that I don't. And it ruins so much for me in my life, and I hate it so much. Like, I wish I didn't have it, but I don't know how to fix it. And at the same time, I really like doing YouTube, and I really like posting whatever I like, because it's like makes me feel like me, and it makes me, I don't know, it gives me a joy that I didn't know I could have before. And so honestly, I'm gonna learn not to care. Okay, let's go off the dark topics of me worrying about people. I also like to commend myself for surviving through that roller coaster of baking a cake while almost failing miserably, but pushing through, because perseverance. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it to me talking outside, and I excuse the wind because it was really windy and I was also kind of really cold, but...
So, now that I've had a bit of my cake, of my, you know, self-worth, good job for surviving the sweet cake, let's talk about self-worth. What is self-worth? Is it the fact that you find yourself worthy of doing something? Is it that you think you're enough? You're so cute, but I'm not giving you any cake. No cake for you! Oh, I look like someone right now, but I can't remember who. Personally, self-worth, I think, is accepting yourself as a person. You realize, I mean, you're gonna have downs and lows, and you're gonna have times when, you know, you're not super proud of yourself, or you're not super proud of your choices that you've made. And I mean, everyone has that. I think you have to realize that everything is a learning curve. I think when you learn to kind of realize that your hair is a mess. I'm kidding. Not everything's gonna go your way, and you have to make choices for yourself. You know, you gotta learn from what's happening to you, and learn what's happening like to you and what you do,
and just take that and make resolutions. Like, just do it. Don't be afraid to make choices for yourself and not for everyone else. Focus on yourself instead of what other people would want or what other people need from you. And, you know, like, if you realize that something's not working for you, just, you know, anything, relationship, thing, place, activity, whatever it is, you gotta be like, well, I'm taking care of myself. I'm not taking care of anyone else. This is what is going to help me. And learn that, because I mean, like, all of this week I didn't focus on myself, and instead of focused on other people until I realized, oh shit. Oh. I'm keeping this in. I didn't swear. That you have to, oh, now I lost my thought. What was I saying? I'm lost. In reality, no one's gonna stand up for you the way you're gonna stand up for yourself. And when you realize that, life just becomes so much easier. My dog is now mad at me because I didn't give her cake. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Just, like, live for yourself, honestly. Because that's what self-worth is. It's living for yourself. It's accepting yourself and living for yourself. And it's a process. I mean, it's not like you get on this threshold of, like, loving yourself and I'm perfect just the way I am and I'm gonna, like, focus on myself. It's not like a step up that you can't step down. It's not like a one-way street, you know. You go between. And I don't think, like, I wish we didn't go between having, like, moments where we feel really proud of ourselves and moments where we don't. But it doesn't work that way, I've learned, because you've got to accept that too, because, like, if you think, like, I'm always gonna love myself or I'm always gonna be proud of myself, that's not gonna work either, because then you're just kidding yourself and you're living in this fake reality where deep down you don't do that. I think it's as you kind of step up the first time to that threshold. Sasha! Sasha! As you step on the threshold, it gets easier each time to come back up. And, you know, it's a process. Anyways, I had too much sugar today, so I'm like, ooh. I'm gonna put this down so I don't have to. So do something for yourself. Go right now and do something for yourself. No one else, not what someone else wants you to do. Oh, hiccups. But what you want to do. Whatever it is. I mean, just be safe. I have to go edit this now. That's it. That's all I have to say. Actually, no, I'm going to say one more thing. Closing thoughts. We have crappy weeks. We have to accept that. We need to learn that we learn from our experiences, and we're not perfect beings. We have to start looking at everything we do as a benefit to ourselves, and I mean, like, and cutting out the things that are not benefit to you. Go do something fun. Go have a dance party. Should I have a dance party? No, I'm not gonna have a dance party. I'm too tired. But yeah. Okay, I'm just dragging this on. Bye, see you next week.